Have you ever wanted to tell a friend about all the cool stuff you did today, but you just couldn't find the right words? You want to spill the tea, but you get stuck. I have felt that way so many times. It's frustrating, right? But today, we are going to fix that. We are going to learn the secret code to talking about your day like a total pro. Stick with me, because in this video, we are breaking down 10 specific questions and answers that will teach you how to use the present perfect tense in real life. It sounds fancy, but it's actually super chill. By the end of this, you'll be talking about your life with total confidence. Welcome to 10-Minute English Academy. Let's dive in. Question 1. Why can't I just use the past tense to talk about today? Answer. That is a great question to start with. So, here is the deal. You can use the past tense, but if you want to sound like a native speaker, you need to understand the vibe of the day. Think about Ida. If it is 2 p.m., the day isn't over yet, right? The time is not finished. If you just say I ate breakfast, it sounds like a history book. It's done, it's over. But if you want to connect that action to right now, to how you are feeling in this moment, you need a special grammar tool. We use this when the time window is still open. Today is still happening. This week is still happening. So, instead of just stating a fact, we are sharing an experience that matters right now. It is the difference between being a robot and being a storyteller. We want to show that what happened this morning is still part of your current mood. That is why we don't just use the simple past, we upgrade to the present perfect. Question 2. What is the magic formula for building these sentences? Answer. Okay, let's keep this super simple. You don't need a heavy textbook for this. To build these sentences, you just need 2 ingredients. Think of it like making a sandwich. First, you need the helper word, which is have. And second, you need a past word. In grammar class, they call this the participle, but let's just call it the past word. For example, take the word eat. The past word is eaten. So, you don't say I eat breakfast. You say, I have eaten breakfast. Take the word drink. The past word is drunk. So if you had a huge coffee this morning and I know I did, you say, I have drunk a big cup of coffee. It means you did it. It's finished, but the caffeine is still in your system, and you are ready to go. That is the formula. Have plus past word. It is literally that easy. Question 3. How do I talk about myself and my friends? I, you, we, they. Answer. So, you want to talk about your own grind or what your squad is doing. For the words I, you, we, and they, we always use the word have. Let's look at some real examples from a typical day. Let's say you went to the park. You would say, I have walked my dog. See? You add the ed at the end of walk. I have walked. What about your friends? Maybe they just got to work. You say, they have arrived at the office. Or maybe you and I are doing something together right now. We can say, we have started this lesson. It's all about consistency. I have, you have, we have, they have. If you can remember that pattern, you are already halfway to mastering this. It's perfect for updating your status or telling a story. You have worked hard today. See how nice that sounds? Question 4. What if I want to talk about just one other person, like him or her? Answer. This is the only part where things change just a tiny bit. If you are talking about he, like your brother, or she, like your mom, you cannot use have. You have to switch it to has. HAS. This is actually one of those common English mistakes that I see people make all the time. They say he have, and it just sounds a little off. You want to be smooth. So, let's say your friend cleaned his kitchen. You say, he has cleaned the kitchen. Or think about your mom. Maybe she loves tea. You would say, she has drunk her tea. Or if your bestie got a new car, you'd say, she has bought a new car. Just remember, one person, he or she, gets the S. He has, she has. Once you get this rhythm down, you will sound so much more natural. Question 5. How do I say I didn't do something? The negative. Answer. Let's be real. We don't always get everything done. Sometimes we are lazy, or just super busy. So how do we say that? It is super easy. You just add the word not. Let's go back to that messy kitchen. If you haven't touched it yet, you say, I have not cleaned my kitchen. Or maybe you are starving because you skipped lunch. You say, I have not eaten lunch yet. You will hear people shorten this in slang or casual talk to haven't. I haven't eaten. But for now, just focusing on I have not is perfectly fine. It works for she too. She has not answered my email. This is super useful because life is busy. You can't do everything. Being able to say what you haven't done is just as important as saying what you have done. Question 6. How do I ask someone about their day? Answer. This is the key to being a good conversationalist. You want to ask people about their lives, right? To turn this into a question, you just flip the words. You put have at the very beginning. Instead of saying you have eaten, you ask, have you eaten? If you want to ask your coworker if they are done with the project, you say, have you finished your work? It is polite and it shows you care. And notice, we usually aren't asking exactly when they did it. We just want to know if it happened today. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? Have you called your mom? It's a great way to start a chat. If you want to know about a third person, use has. Has he arrived yet? Try asking 3 people a have you question today. It's great practice. Question 7. What does it mean when people say I have been? Answer. Oh, I love this one. You will hear I have been all the time. It basically covers 2 things, going somewhere or feeling a certain way. First, going somewhere. If you go to the supermarket and come back, you say, I have been to the supermarket. It means the trip is done, you're back, and you probably have groceries now. It's an experience you now have. Second, it covers feelings. If someone asks how your day is going, you can say, I have been very happy today. Or maybe, I have been busy. It describes your vibe from the moment you woke up until right now. I have been tired but excited. So, if you want to sound deep and reflective, use I have been. It's a great way to summarize your whole day in one sentence. Question 8. How can I use this for work or chores? Answer. Okay, let's talk about productivity. We all have those days where we feel like a boss because we got so much done. The present perfect is the best way to flex your productivity. Think about emails. If you sent 5 emails to your boss, don't just say I wrote them. Say, I have written 5 emails. It emphasizes the result. Or if you are studying, I have read 20 pages of my book. It works for house chores too. I have washed the dishes. I have made my bed. When you use this tense, you are basically checking things off a mental to-do list. It feels good to say it. It tells the listener, look at me. I am accomplishing things today. So next time you finish a task, say it out loud, I have finished. Question 9. How do I talk about movies, books, or fun stuff? Answer. We aren't always working, right? We need to have fun. Talking about entertainment is huge in American culture. We always ask, what have you seen lately? If you watched a comedy, you say, I have seen a funny movie. Actually, there is a popular video title out there like How to Stop Translating in Your Head, and the trick is to just associate the image with the phrase. Picture the movie screen and say, I have seen. If you are reading a mystery book, you can say, I have read a great story. Maybe you learned something new about space or the stars. You say, I have learned a lot. This is how we share recommendations. I have played that new video game. I have heard that new song. Use this to bond with your friends over pop culture. Question 10. Why is this truly the best way to communicate? Answer. We have covered a lot, but here is the bottom line. Why do we love this grammar so much? It's because it connects us. It makes the conversation feel real and immediate. When you say I have eaten, or I have felt, you are sharing your current reality. You aren't just reading a list of facts from the past. You are inviting the other person into your world right now. And honestly, don't worry about being perfect. If you mess up the past word and say I have eaten instead of eaten, people will still understand you. The important part is communication. Just try to use I have plus your action. It's the best way to tell the story of your day. You have learned the tools. Now you just need to use them. Wow, look at that. We have talked for a while now. See what I did there? I really hope this helps you find the right words to share your life with your friends. If you found this helpful, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button right now. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to keep leveling up your English with simple, fun lessons like this, make sure to subscribe to 10-Minute English Academy. Hey, I have one last challenge for you. In the comments below, tell me one thing you have done today. Use the I have formula. I can't wait to read them. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.